No, Caleb, you're gonna blow up.
Why is that?
You were hitting the gas tank with a sledgehammer and a chisel. You could have caused a static spark and grenaded the whole building. Anyway, YouTube, so I have a few different shops that actually drive from Philly because of the relationship we have to have me remove oxygen sensors they can't get out.
Yep.
Not only one shop, but a few other places too. And then I tell them my tricks and I show them my stuff, and I guess they just don't want to be bothered with it. But anyway, I have a few different tricks. The hose clamp trick, I think, is bullshit. You ever see that where they put a hose clamp around it and try and turn it out? I feel if that was already loose, in my opinion, it was already staged, right? Staged, that you're not removing an oxygen sensor.
Absolutely not.
With a hose clamp wrapped around it and spinning it out. Absolutely not.
You're breaking that hose clamp.
You're not getting it out.
Well, that's my point. You're breaking that hose clamp trying to get enough leverage to get it out.
And I would say, if it wasn't staged, I would tell you that that would never happen unless the vehicle was brand new and it wasn't torqued down yet. Yeah. So typically when we have to deal with an oxygen sensor, we're dealing with 10-year-old, 100,000-mile vehicles.
At least.
And every once in a while, they come out fairly easy. So my tricks and tips are use a 6-point O2 sensor wrench. Never use an open end or a box. Sometimes I use heat. Sometimes I will use an oxygen sensor tool on certain vehicles like this, which is a very well-built style one here. It's very thick. This is my go-to. Right here is the 6-point style oxygen sensor wrench. If the O2 sensor is rusted out and I can't bite it, the customer's getting a new one regardless. And I'll use this and I'll hit it with a 4-pound sledge on the 6-point side, and usually that's enough inertia to get it free. If the O2 sensor doesn't become damaged at that point, of course we're using some type of penetration. I will go to the next step, add a little heat to the oxygen sensor bung and see if it'll come that way. If it doesn't, then I move on to the next favorite process of all, of getting oxygen sensors out that are stuck. Do you see that chisel mark right there? This baby right here. You talk about the tools that I use every day to get through jobs. Torch, air chisel,
and a sledgehammer.
And a sledgehammer. So nice and sharp. Get on the edge of it right here and drive it with the air chisel. There's not too many that I can't get out.
If that doesn't work, then we're torching.
If that doesn't work, then we're moving on to the next procedures. But this one, I thought, because I only had 100,000 miles on it, I would be able to get it with an open end wrench. And this is much stronger than a hose clamp, people.
Oh yeah, but that's my go-to. Most of the time, you get the best leverage.
But if you're in trouble, it's either going to the next resort. And what always works for me, 100%, is 90. We'll say 90% of the time, 99% of the time, is the air chisel, the 4-pound sledge, and my 6-point. Thanks for watching.